right, and big news coming in. Travel portals are witnessing a spike, and the spike is in the searches for vacation in Lakshadweep. Make My Trip, one of the most popular travel portal, has registered a whopping 3,400% rise in Lakshadweep searches. That means those looking to visit, vacation or travel to amid this diplomatic impasse that has taken place. Make My Trip has jumped onto this and has launched a Beaches in India campaign. So domestic tourism, which is already gaining popularity, and ever since the whole Maldives, Lakshadweep issue, there has been a massive surge in search, which has now forced a new campaign, which means that there are beaches in India. It will now become a campaign for Make My Trip. There will be more packages. There will be, if you're looking for more information, there will be more packages, information as well on Make My Trip. So Lakshadweep clearly is becoming the red-hot location after Prime Minister Modi's visit.
Lakshadweep has seen a remarkable 3,400% increase in searches ever since our Honorable PM visited the islands. So this kind of inspired us to build an entire campaign around it. So we are launching Beaches of India. Under this campaign, our consumers can get knowledge about the great and stunning beaches of India, how to fly, where to stay, how to book. We're also providing consumers with remarkable deals and discounts so they can actually live this experience and see these beaches for real.
So if Lakshadweep is witnessing a surge in searches, what about Maldives in the center of the controversy? It's witnessing a wave of cancellations by Indian tourists, even those who had already had scheduled trips to Maldives. Now, what we are being told is after the derogatory remarks by some of the ministers against Prime Minister Modi directly and India too, the social media posts have led to a massive outrage among Indian citizens.
It's very obvious to us, the nation comes first. We have had our Prime Minister, who has recently visited Lakshadweep, has posted beautiful videos and photographs of him in that particular location. And then comes the jibe, which was basically uncalled for from Maldives government and their representatives, which were very hard to swallow. And for us, Ease My Trip, which is a homegrown company,
yes,
one of the largest travel portals, we are ready to sacrifice about 2.4 lakh bookings, which happen on annual basis to Maldives, in order to make a statement that for us, always and always, nation will come first. And in respect to that, we have basically taken a consideration of not booking any flights to Maldives from India henceforward.
So are you putting a timeline on this because the tensions are running high right now, or is this indefinite? Because those who may have booked from Ease My Trip, what would you like to say to them?
So the tickets which are already booked, we are not making any amendments to. For the future bookings,
okay,
people cannot avail booking to Maldives on Ease My Trip from henceforth onwards. What alternate we have done is we have created beautiful packages for Lakshadweep, which people can avail, and they are actually going to be exclusively promoted on Ease My Trip, and people can use those packages and can choose to go to Lakshadweep. In fact, for our family as well, we are going to the Lakshadweep for the second time after the PM's announcement. We have also made a package on Ease My Trip, and we're looking forward to enjoy our beautiful location, which is as pristine as any other country.
So here's what I've decided to do now. I understand there may be a lot of questions in your mind right now in case you are planning to head to Maldives or even witnessing the whole showdown right now. So if you're wondering, let's begin one by one. Is there an anti-India sentiment in Maldives among people? Now, there is clearly a pro-China tilt by the President Moizu's government, the recently elected government. But despite that, among the people of Maldives, Indian citizens have received always a warm welcome. They have been welcomed in Maldives and the island nation as well. But will that sentiment by the leadership spread to the Maldivians? That remains to be seen. If you're planning to head to Maldives for a trip, for a vacation, should you go, should you cancel? That's clearly your individual choice. Many travelers have decided to cancel even their scheduled vacations, including celebrities. Some of them have cancelled shoots due to what they say is feeling of India insulted and not the time really to be going ahead with a vacation to Maldives. But that's clearly an individual personal choice. If you decide to, is this the right time if you're concerned for your safety to visit Maldives? According to our information right now, there is no threat at all to the travelers heading to Maldives. There are, of course, big cancellations. There is a lot of anger in India, definitely, that has been felt by the insults, not only just to Prime Minister, but also to India. Now, there is no hindrance at all to visit Maldives for now. So will it be safe to visit? For now, Maldives has been, and likely for now is, and continues to be safe for tourists. So should you consider, amid all this showdown of domestic and international tourism, are you planning to decide to visit Lakshadweep because it's witnessing searches on the travel portals? Lakshadweep, what works for those islands are, it is far less travel in terms of commute of time. There is, remember at this point, the infrastructure is not best in Lakshadweep, but it is likely to grow now and rapidly. But the fact remains, Lakshadweep, compared to Maldives, is as stunning. It's similar beaches, similarly geographical structure, white virgin beaches as well. So in terms of Maldives and Lakshadweep, it's similar. Infrastructure not as best for now, but perhaps this is the opportunity. Now remember, at this point, while I speak about the sentiment in Maldives, there are many rational voices who have criticized the ministers for the words chosen for Prime Minister Modi and for India. So I spoke to one of the members of parliament, a Maldivian MP, Eva Abdullah. She literally decided to apologize on the behalf of her government and said that people and most leaders also in Maldives love Indians. They should not boycott Maldives. Here's what she said.
It's Indian tourists that kept us afloat during COVID. We can't forget that. It's Indian tourists who flocked to the Maldives when nobody else would. And it's Indian tourists who kept us afloat during COVID and still do now. India is replacing all the other countries as the largest influx of tourists to the Maldives. But like I said, it's not just celebrities. It's the great mass of tourists who visit all our islands, who visit all our resorts now. We can't afford a boycott. And I want to say to the tourists, I want to say to the celebrities, I want to say to Sachin Tendulkar and Virat Kohli and Salman Khan and Akshay Kumar, I want to apologize to all of them, and I want to apologize to all of India and say we're very ashamed, we're deeply sorry, and don't punish the Maldives because of shameful and poor, ill thought out remarks by one minister.